Hello, teachers. We're 75% of the way through this year, and I know maybe this is coming a little bit too late, but there are some people, of course, that have not done grades yet for a quarter, and some of you may be still struggling, or this has just been a really long quarter and you're thinking, I don't know if I remember how to do everything. So I've created a couple things for you to help you understand and remember what all you have to do. The first thing is this spreadsheet, which of course I'll be sharing with you. Obviously that's why you're watching this video, so I don't need to say more about what that is. If you are a teacher and not a department head, then you need to do these three things up here. If you're a department head, then of course you have to do all four. Find your department head. So I'm gonna show you on the math department. I'm gonna show you from Ken's view here, just so you understand what you're supposed to do. The key is down here for what E or M, etc., all that means. E or M means no grades left in the absent category. And you may wonder what that is. So I'm going to go to a grade here. And let's say I'm going to play with my son's grades just a second. And I'm going to go to a day when he was absent. So let's say like the 31st. And if he had this clicked with nothing in there, then what it would look like is in that place you would see this A. And that needs to be cleared up before grades can be done. So you need to decide, am I going to excuse that grade, or am I actually going to give him a grade for that, or am I going to give him a 0 for not turning that in? So you can click on the student's name and you go to this list, and then you see the drop down box right here, and you can decide what you're going to do to it. You're going to excuse it, you're going to drop it, it's going to be missing, or it's going to be late. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to clear that out, and I'm going to put in the 92 and then update, and it should be fine. So that's what I mean by clearing out the absent category. You don't want anything there. Make sure that you have no grades that are exactly 59%, because of course that's not really saying, yeah, we think they've got enough to pass, or no, they don't. So we want either a 58 or a 60 if their grade average comes out there. And if you have something over 100, you also have to fix that. So let me show you how you would do that. If you go into grade postings, you'll see their grades are posted here. And let's say, you know what, even though Jer's grade is a 92, I don't think he deserves a 92, I think he deserves an 80. So you can go in and actually change those, hit the update button, and it will permanently change those grades. So you can change an averaged grade from a 59 to a 60, or you can take an average grade of 102 and make it 100. But there should be no grades of 59 or grades over 100 for the whole quarter. Narratives, if you need to write a narrative, it is because the quarter grade is below 70. You're going to find your narrative grading down here in evaluations. Click on narrative evaluations. And then for quarter 3, you can click on that circle for quarter 3. And then for Josiah, you can write your narrative evaluation. If you can't remember, of course, you can always go back and look to see what was written before. And I think that's about it. So what I want you to do when you are finished, you've checked this off, you know there's none of those, you know there's none of those, you've done your narratives. Please check your attendance. That's one last thing. Go into your attendance here and click each student and make sure that your total here, so he's got a total of 37 days, that's accurate to the number of class days you actually had. So you may need to go in and look to see how many class days you've actually had. So these are all saying 37, and as long as that matches, you're good. But if it doesn't, please go back in and check to see what's going on with your attendance and get that sorted. Get all of this done. Get all of this done by Monday, before Monday if possible. And then that way your department head can go in and say, aha, so I see that Ken has done all of those things. If they need to, they'll go check up on some things just to make sure, and then they can check off that box, and then I will know that what is supposed to have happened. So that's the idea, what we want you to do here. So please get this done and have everything in good order. That way we won't have too many hassles with getting the report cards out in a timely fashion.